I was walking down the street, feeling kind of neat, when the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see, my hair flying in the breeze, 'cause the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. People started laughing, they couldn't believe their eyes as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands, 'cause the wind came out your butt and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see that car that you almost hit? How come I take the bus instead? Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Heard you think you're tough. Gotta let you know I will fuck you up. I whoop that ass, talking all that shit, spank that ass till you tap like a bitch. No, I ain't playing. I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass. It's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a punch like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive tip in his hand. His hand grew 10 times its normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if a bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpowers to make a bitch listen, then get her naked with sex-ray vision. Sweep a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, the pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, the pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my pimp hand to correct. It's called a big slap, slap. Come get your face clapped. your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Welcome back, in the building one more evening. I'm your host, Scoop for Justice, here where we live, love, and laugh and conquer police brutality. And on tonight, we have a 9-month pregnant woman who is brutally attacked by a police officer. So sit back, relax, let's jump on in, get your popcorn, get your wine, get whatever you may need and relax, and let's jump on the content.
Shocking video shows a Buckeye police officer strike a pregnant woman in handcuffs.
Knock it off. Do you understand me? You are here because you're an ass.
Body camera footage capturing the moments right before the punch to the face.
Let go. Let go.
That officer, Carrie Carrico, no longer works for the department. She's been indicted on 2 counts of aggravated assault.
Do not headbutt me, you piece of
Here's video of the second time she's accused of striking a restrained suspect.
Well, if you get your head again, dude, and I will smash you so hard into the wall you won't see straight. Do you understand me? Do you understand?
Abuse?
The pregnant victim was 9 months along at the time. She was booked for reckless driving in November 2025.
She hits me. I then yell, but I don't remember what I yelled. I'm like, what are you doing? Something like that.
Carrico's other victim was a man arrested in January of this year for domestic violence.
She punched me in the face when, I was already, restrained.
Yeah, I just want to say that the force that I've used in these incidents was the amount of force needed to overcome it.
All right, y'all. So we got this officer here who basically has a pattern of a corrupt behavior. So we saw the video, we just looked at the content, how she aggressively attacks this 9-month pregnant woman while she's handcuffed and already physically restrained. And she's supposed to be booking her in jail, which she takes her to jail for reckless driving, quote unquote. All right. So let's check out this clip here coming up. Give me just 1 second.
A former cop accused of assaulting 2 people who were in handcuffs. Put it up, Full Mask. We have a hell of a story. Buckeye, Arizona. According to ABC 15, former Buckeye police officer Carrie Carrico is headed to trial on 2 counts of aggravated assault after Internal Affairs investigated and documented what supervisors described as excessive and unnecessary force against people who were already handcuffed and already in custody, one of them being a woman who happened to be 9 months pregnant. Carrie who resigned from the Buckeye Police Department earlier this month, was indicted by a grand jury on March 27th, 2026 on 2 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count connected to each of 2 separate incidents. She entered a not guilty plea at her arraignment earlier this week. A trial is scheduled for November.
So as we see, she's been charged. The young lady, the pregnant lady, she went to internal affairs on her. She went through the chain of command to her superior there at the local department that she works at. And come to find out, there's been multiple complaints. So question, people, why has this not already been addressed? Why was this officer even out, allowed, or qualified to be on active duty with the pattern of her corrupt behavior, violating people's rights? Back-to-back complaints upon situations and situations, upon violation, right? So you feel where I'm coming from, right? We understand, people, that her department, the police department, the Buckeye Police Department there at hand, and her superiors was already aware, fully aware, and understood that this lady had a pattern and a history, complaints put on file about her behavior, and corruption of the law. So, question, why was nothing done about it? Why was the issue never addressed? And why was she even allowed to be on active duty at all?
Attorney declined to comment. I want to go ahead and put those surveillance pictures up now. And I want to keep those up. It shows the aggression of the officer. It clearly shows the individuals are handcuffed. Reminder, one of her charges deals with a 9-month pregnant woman, mother. The first incident happened on November 1st, 2025. The officer arrested a 21-year-old woman who was 9 months pregnant at the time. Arrested her for reckless driving after a traffic stop in Buckeye. This is reckless driving. It's a traffic pursuit. The woman told investigators the officer's demeanor was hostile from the start to the stop. And she said the officer questioned her attitude, made demeaning comments during a pat-down search, told her family whether she wanted to go to jail depending on her attitude, not the law, but her attitude. Internal records obtained via public records request says the officer made comments including calling the woman gross, nasty, and ass, and all of this was captured on body cam footage.
Fact check. Let's fact check, people. So this is a traffic stop which required a citation or a ticket. Why was the woman even placed in jail at all? Why was she put in jail from the start? And so the officer, corrupt officer that is, makes the statement that it depends on her attitude. In other words, whether I like her or not, whether I'm gonna lock her up, whether I choose to put her in jail. After she made demeaning, disrespectful, and degrading comments to this pregnant 21-year-old young woman. As a woman, that is self-hate. For you to disrespect a woman, and you are a woman, out of disrespect for who she is, that states or proves that you hate yourself. Let's understand that, people. Then being in a position of authority, you are required to the full extent to set the example on how to enforce those laws. Right, folks? So we're going to dig on in a little bit deeper and share your thoughts. Smash that thumbs up and that like button as you come in. I greatly always appreciate your support.
Now, surveillance video from inside the booking room shows that same cop pushing the pregnant woman against a wall, dragging her back to a bench. She pushed me, quote, she pushed me against the wall in the corner, end quote. The woman told investigators after being forced onto the bench, she felt a strike on her head. Quote, she gets me to sit down and just hits me. end quote. The woman said the surveillance video shows the cop swinging her arm toward the woman's head. Before I continue, it seems as if the officer is hell-bent on doing destructive criminal damage from the moment of the reckless driving pursuit.
Yes, Mr. Man, she's hell-bent on doing what she wants to do. It's called abuse of power. Because of the bad, she thinks she's not obligated to answer to anyone behind her actions. And what we clearly see is she's the criminal. This officer is the criminal that needs to be locked up. And yes, she has been charged. She has been charged with assault on these innocent victims. Internal Affairs were involved. That's the steps, people, I keep stressing to you all that we take if ever in this situation or the incident occurs or we experience it, right? Like I always share from my personal experience. I went from a victim to a victor, and we go to Internal Affairs to get justice. That's where it starts, right? So this woman is headed to trial, and she has been charged. Smash that thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up and the like button as you enter into the door. Thanks for being here, and thanks for watching.
Or encounter. She's demeaning. She says, you are going to jail or you will be free based on your attitude, not based on the law. She then arrests her, takes her to jail, knows she's pregnant. She's very pregnant. Physically assaults her while the woman is in handcuffs. You can't help but to imagine that this is not the cop's first time doing this. I mean, that is brazen. It is with ease. It seems common. It seems as if this is the way she is. And I actually believe that the cop operated this way more so than not. I also believe that because of the public expression of the story, because of the reality of bad publicity, she was finally or is finally being held accountable. So according to an Internal Affairs investigation, documents obtained by ABC 15 in a public records release, the officer never documented the use of force. Now, this is required by policy. She never documented the use of force in her original incident report. When investigators posed the question about the use of force, at one point, she said, oh, I forgot. I completely forgot I harassed, assaulted a pregnant woman in handcuffs. Completely slipped my mind. She said she didn't remember it happened. At another
She didn't remember it happened. And she's pleading not guilty. No regret, no correction, no responsibility or accountability saying, you know what, you got this. You got me. I'm on camera. They don't lie. And you got me here. Let me just woman up. Let me fess up and correct my behavior and go get some therapy, some mental, emotional help that I need, because her actions clearly states that's the case with her. All right, share your thoughts. What do you see is going on? What do you think at this point while the host fact checks the content?
point, she says, oh, actually, I thought I did include that. I'm not making this up. When her report was read aloud during her second interview, investigators confirmed there was no mention of any force directed at the woman's head or face anywhere in the document. That's falsification. That's obstruction of justice. That's violation of oath of office. Period. There's more.
Period. All right, so we're going to go down a little bit further. Right up in here. Give me just 1 second.
Indictment and resigned from the Buckeye Police Department on June 4th. Her not guilty arraignment took place earlier this week. We are going to follow this story. And I want to say this. I'm positive, based on circumstantial evidence, that two human beings throughout her long law enforcement career, she has a very long law enforcement career. Two human beings are not the only two people she slipped up on and made this mistake or hit them with a distraction strike, or decided to assault them while they were in handcuffs.
So wow, y'all,
Family
we see that
sued
this lady
after
has a long long career history in the field. She's been on the law enforcement for years. That's what that means. She has a long career field. And so these two complaints that we see, there's much, much more on file. Of course, that they want to hide and cover. I keep stressing people, and I'm going to continue to stress till the cows come home. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. And that's what I'm here for, to stand up for justice, truth, rights, facts, equality, right? Because we all have a God-given right as human beings to be treated as such. So we're going to continue. And again, you know, you can share your thoughts in the chat, and I would be more than glad to dialogue with you.
the daughter dies waiting 45 minutes for an ambulance. This is a hell of a story. It's going to make your blood boil. It is sad. Put it up for a
So I
minute.
think we went off into another story, people. And as I continue to say, let's always rise above the occasion. Rise above the occasion, right? That's what we have to do. That's what we have to learn. And until next time, I'm your host here at School for Justice, where I conquer and attack police brutality. And until next time, people, let's live, love, and laugh and speak truth to power. Salute.